Welcome back to Love Motors, guys. I'm your host, Valentine, expecting you guys are having a wonderful day. Again, we're here. That's right. Did you guys notice something? That I still don't have no intro? I'm waiting for one of you guys to volunteer and say, yo, Valentine, I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to hook you up with this intro. Guys, hook me up. I'm going to give you credit. I'm going to send a couple people to you if you give me some free intro, right? Guys, let's get right into it right away. This channel is everything automotive, where we're going to be talking about everything. Again, I want you guys to give me some topics. I want to talk about things you want me to talk about. Let me know. In today's video, we're going to be talking about an experience I personally had as a new car salesman, and why I only lasted 1 month and a half in a brand new car dealer. Let me explain to you what is the reality about selling cars. And in my opinion, it's going to be, and I'm not going to name the brand, it's going to be a high-end German car dealership, right? So this is why I got into it. First of all, I love cars. Love them to death, right? Love performance cars. So the brand that I wanted to sell cars for, it needed to have some performance cars in it, right? This one did. Another thing that I like talking to people. I like talking to individuals. I like hearing people's stories. I have no problem communicating with humans. I love it, right? So I'm like, hey, these two make sense. Let's get into it. Let's get into a business that's going to have these two things, and let's do it. And that was selling cars. So I got into it. I'm thinking when I get in it that, there's going to be people coming in to the store. We're going to be selling to a lot of the people that come in, right? That was the first thing that did not happen. And I'm going to tell you this. Before you get into and you sell cars, I'm I'll tell you what's gonna happen, right? At least when it comes down to brand new cars, which this matters, and a luxury brand on top of that, which matters also. It might be different for what you're selling, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, if it's a luxury brand, you're gonna have less people buying cars right off the back, right? Because it's a luxury brand, right? It's more than a car. It's almost like a statement, right? Like a life statement. So the first thing that happened was that there were not that many people walking into the dealer. So there were few people walking into the dealer. The day that was the busiest day was on Saturdays, right? And still, it wasn't that crazy amount of people walking in that you could talk to the people. So Valentine, how did you get an opportunity to talk to the people? And this is the most, maybe the most shocking thing, right? The way you do it is by leads. Leads is what they call in sales, somebody who's interested in purchasing something, whether it's info or maybe purchasing something, which is the best thing, right? The way they get them was through the internet. And look what happens. Let's say you are interested in some type of car. You go on to, for example, a website called TrueCar.com. You say, oh, I want this car, these features, blah, blah, blah. You put your information and you put get price. Once you send that information out, that gets sent out to about 10 dealers. So you're going to have 10 different salesmen trying to call you, trying to get your business, trying to earn your business. And that's a huge problem. Why? For the salesman. Why? It's great for the consumer, but it's horrible for the salesman. Why? Because you're trying, along with 9 other dealers, trying to get this person's business. And this is what happened. There is so much competition. A lot of the times, these people that you call, they don't answer the phone, right? You email, they don't return your emails. And this is what the dealer wants you to do. They want you to constantly be kind of like hounding these people every single day. Try to call them 3 times a day. They don't pick up the phone. You want to send them emails. You want to text them also because they have, programs where you could text people, and the majority of the time, 98.9% of the time, they do not answer none of this stuff. But you have to religiously do it every single day. So the majority of the time you spent at the dealer was actually on the phone. That took me by surprise. You feel like you're a telemarketer because you're constantly calling, you're constantly hounding these people left and right, and you want to be on top of them because remember, there are 9 other dealers that are trying to get that person's business. On top of that, when these leads come in, they might be really far away, like an hour away. So on the way to the dealer, they're going to be like 3 or 4 dealers. Why are they going to come to your dealer for? They have no loyalty towards you. The only way you get somebody from out there is price. So a lot of people are asking for price. And once they get that price, they're going to take that price. Hey, this dealer told me this, and they're going to go to the local dealer. If you match this price or get me lower, I buy from here, and they buy from there. So that is something that took me by surprise. And that is a big majority of the time. It's not going to be talking to people. If you think you're going to be talking to people, again, at this luxury brand, if you go to a lower brand, maybe like Toyota, Honda, you might have more people that walk into the dealer, but they're going to have worse credit. But you are going to be talking to more people because obviously it's just a more regular brand, right? So that took me by surprise. Another thing that was a little bit... It was not a little bit. It was really bad, actually. When it comes to the time of the delivery is the time where you deliver the car. A lot of the time, the people come into the dealer, they pick out the car they want. They say, yes, I want it. They come back another day to get the car, right? A lot of the times, you don't deliver it the same day. They come back. In the meantime, you have to be setting up the insurance and finishing up the paperwork. You are responsible as a salesman to get the insurance for them. But this is the problem. If that person says that they want to pick up their vehicle on the day you are off, guess what you're doing? You're coming into the dealer on your day off to deal with this delivery, because nobody, again, this was the dealer I was working at, because where I was at, nobody else was able to deliver this vehicle for you, because that was your responsibility as a salesman. Again, I am not, and this is just me, I value my time off. I value the time with my family. I'm not trying to come in on my days off. I'm not trying to do that. I'm really not trying to do that. I'm like, yeah, if I work a whole bunch of hours during the week or whatever, why should I come on my day off for free on top of that? So that's something that you have to take into account, before you get into this dealer. Now, and the third thing is the time you spend at the dealer. For example, if you don't want to work weekends, one of the reasons I got into this particular dealer is because it was a luxury brand. Luxury brands are not open Sundays, and I needed that because I go to church. I wanted my Sundays off. But they're open on Saturdays and during the week, right? So if you don't want to work on Saturdays, forget about working for a dealer. Just forget about it, right? Because you're gonna be working Saturdays, and if you work at a non-luxury brand, you're gonna be working Sundays also. That if that doesn't bother you, then that might be for you. You are literally building a business. You're building a business within a business. There's a lot of opportunity, but you have to put in the time in there, and it's just not as easy as it seems. Yes, there have been people who have sold cars their first month, have made a whole bunch of money their first month, brand new, out the box. But that doesn't happen to everybody. It didn't happen to me, So just be really careful. It's not gonna be the way you think it is. When you go into that dealer, it's gonna be something different. Again, it's a little bit also more pressure. There's gonna be the managers want you to sell because they get money off of that too. So they want you to produce. But again, you want to produce yourself because you want to make money for yourself. But it's not that easy. You're a lot of the time on the phone. You're on the phone a lot. And I'm gonna tell you this: don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. The training. You need to be hands-on. You need to be the one that wants to learn, because a lot of the time, these managers who are responsible to train you, they won't train you. A lot of the things you learn on the fly. Literally, when you sell a car, you'll learn, for example, a lot of the thing that goes on, right? And you'll learn once you're doing it. So that might be a reason why a lot of people fail. There's a lot of turnover in this industry. Why? Because it's not for everybody. So just think about it before you get into it. Hey, what is your experience working for a dealer? Is it is it as bad as mine, or is it better than mine? You might have great stories. Again, there's a lot of opportunity, but this is just not for everybody. Like the video, give me a comment, give me a like. Remember to support the channel, sub to the channel, turn on your notifications. Guys, Why y'all gotta ask you so many times, guys? Guys, let me know in the comments what do you guys want me to talk about, because remember, this channel is gonna be a lot of talking. I want to talk, a little bit different than what you see out there in the automotive, YouTube space, which is a lot of building, a lot of stuff. Right now, guys, let me tell you a little secret. I'm broke. I don't have money to build the car. Not quite yet, but with your help, guys, we're gonna make this channel, as they say in the hood, popping. God bless, Godspeed me, Valentine. I'm out.